Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Are we live? Can you hear me? Are we live? I think so. Let's go. Bitcoin pumping. Monero pumping. Bears getting wrecked in real time. We're live a little bit early and things are looking pretty good. Is it time to get super excited and FOMO in? Probably not, right? But is it time to celebrate a little bit? Price has been brutally boring, and finally we have a little bit of spice here. We got plenty of good stuff to look at today. Bitcoin at 97.5, reaching up to 98,000 in real time. This is happening in the moment. We just hit a higher high 60 seconds ago, probably right as we were going live. Where's Bitcoin going next? How high can it go? We've been talking about this for weeks, and it feels like we're finally getting the move. We're finally getting the breakout. So we're going to go over that again. If you're here today, hit the like button, subscribe, join us, hype it up, put a message in the chat, vote in the poll, share out the stream. We're going to be live as long as it takes because, man, there's been some real boring streams lately, and this one is shaping up to be solid. What do we got here today? News coming off of this. We're not huge news fans, but let's go over some of these numbers. Core PPI. Actual 0.3 over previous 0.4. I guess no forecast on that. US PPI 0.1. US core month over month. This is just reading this data. 0. Actual forecast 0.2. What? These are some weird numbers. I'll have to double check these. US PPI 0.2, forecast 0.2. Core sales 0.5, forecast 0.4. Existing home sales are above forecast. I thought I read PPI was at 3% or something somewhere. We'll look into these more. But we have some inflation numbers coming in. This is going to be impacting the Fed's decision later in the month. We have the FOMC on the 28th. I want to say the biggest economic driver, the biggest news driver today, the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court not making a decision on the constitutional, or if not tariffs are constitutional. And honestly, this was the curveball. Markets were, at least prediction markets were looking at like 75% at they were going to reject them, meaning 25% confidence they were going to allow them to continue. And the market got shaken up here. No decision. The Supreme Court delaying their decision, putting it off till later. I don't know why. I don't know the information behind that. We'll look into that more probably in a little bit. But we do have some spice pushing markets here. I wouldn't be surprised to see stocks, gold, silver, all the hot commodities making moves again today. And we'll brace through those. Well, making moves, but the S&P apparently filling our short and going down now. Not enjoying the tariff delay seemingly like Bitcoin is with a beautiful green candle. We'll look at more of these charts obviously as we go on. Gold at another all-time high today. This may have been intraday. Yeah, it looks like right around probably this whole Supreme Court ruling. Gold came back down, but still looking great. We'll absolutely look at this chart. We'll get some more. We'll see where it's going. Silver unbothered, moisturized, and in its zone. Silver heading to 100. I mean, we knew this here. We've been calling for 100 silver. I don't even know how long now. I've lost track. Monero absolutely stealing the show, though. We're going to look at Bitcoin. Maybe we'll look at Monero first in a rare turnaround. Monero stealing the show. We spoon-fed you. We spoon-fed you Monero here. We gave it to you early. We gave you all the entries on the way up. Nobody was talking about it. We nailed it. Hopefully some of you guys rode the ride. You saw me buy thousands of dollars worth of spot live on that one stream back in... was it back in November? Holy shit, that was a long time ago. We've been waiting. The prophecy or our projection is seemingly playing out now. Looking for an upside target, but probably during the live stream at around 750 or 745. A few more moves that we're looking for after that, but we're of course going to assess that in real time. Let me actually pull up the corn for a minute. I do want to look at Monero because it actually is more exciting at the moment. It's at all-time high. It's in price discovery. Bitcoin making a very bullish move here, but this is the move that we have, I feel like a broken record again. It's like the move that we have been saying was going to happen for months now, And it's playing out pretty much exactly how we thought it would. So it's not quite as exciting for me, but it's still super welcomed. In analysis, no matter how confident you are, no matter how good you are, you can never actually know the future. There's no certainties. It's all just probability. And it is great to see the TA being respected here, the breakout to the upside being painted out, and very likely looking to our upside targets, which get a little sketchy. So we'll go over that too. Bull trap, it very well could be, phone guy. Very, very well could be. Maybe we'll do a, but Monero's it's so much sexier right now. It's all hips and nips. It's all hips and nips. Look at this. Ooh, you know what? Here it is. Didn't even see this. Couldn't really tell. The new 1440p, I don't know. The new resolution of the stream has made stuff really tiny for me, so it's hard to see, especially with Wix. Gotta make this a little bigger. Hopefully that'll make it a little easier to see. We've actually hit that exact price not 20 minutes ago. 745 hit. Damn. Damn. Monero, you did this in record time. Wow. Let's actually chill here on Monero for a minute. We'll go back to the corn. We'll address the dead cat bounce, the bear bull trap, the whatever. So while I am not looking to make a short on Monero at all, not looking to take a leverage position, I am selling some of my Monero. I told you guys how I would do this, what this would look like, and in fact, I don't know if I'm logged in. I was gonna say maybe I'll do it live. Maybe I'll make it sell live. We'll see. We talked about it on Monday. The next upside selling target being 750, looking to just lock in some profit. We've seen a lot of coins break all-time high and essentially just go right back down. XRP, Solana, Ethereum, a lot of these big caps, these things that have many people into them, lots of money riding, tickled their all-time highs in this cycle and just fell back down. Monero, I'm going to say definitively now, is not in that group. That's amazing. This is giving me hope that coins don't have to go that way. The previous all-time high was 520, 517. Monero now at 750, and that is going to be a 43% increase from the previous all-time high. And in crypto, that's not a huge gain. Didn't used to be, but that is a massive gain. And what it really is it separates it from those barely higher highs that we saw on, let's say, Ethereum. We had an all-time high of 4,850, and then in 2025 it hit like 5,000. That is like a few percent, right? This is different. It is differentiating itself and setting itself apart from those other moves. This is this is some good. This isn't even hopium, though it is hopium. It's not even hopium. It's actually confidence building, and it's actually a great bullish argument for other charts to do the same. I'm really into this. I started this with, I'm not looking too short XMR. I think on leverage, while this is in price discovery, doing something that we haven't seen charts do lately, that is a very risky venture, but locking in some profit, great idea. You can already see prop takers coming in at 745. Of course, they probably are watching the Tom Crown channel, just like you guys. Why wouldn't they be? If you're trading Monero right now, I don't know why you wouldn't be watching this channel. We gave it to you. Let me see if I can log into this. See if I can log into this. Maybe I'll make a little sell. Maybe watching us taking a little profit here. If I were to hypothetically set up a short, we have the answer. We know where we would be looking. And double check. Yes, I know where I'd be looking. The target for any short position, likely going to be 600. This is the plan we laid out over the last few days, weeks. Now that we've hit 750, this plan no longer looks kind of just like, I don't know, me ranting, drawing red lines between stuff like craziness. It's actually coming into reality here. Hold up, let me open this up. I know I have a few Monero on Kraken. Do I have it on our exchange partners, BY, DeFi, and Femex? Nice trim. Monero. All right, this is. Good night. There we go. Hide that. There we are. Let's go here. This is not. You know, actually, maybe you never tell anybody how much of a coin you have, especially privacy coin. This isn't all of them. This isn't all my Monero. But let's look here at 733. I should have had this set. Should have had 750 set. Should I just reset it for 750? Honestly, I should have. But what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna market it. At this point, 750 or 735, 32. There's not a huge difference here. How many do I have here? 7. How many do I have total? I don't actually remember. At the moment, just for right now, here, I'll just do this. Here, I practice what I preach, boys. I don't just tell you to do stuff, or well, I never tell you to do stuff, but I don't just say stuff, I don't know, that I wouldn't do. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to shave off a little bit of that profit. Just a little bit and lock it in here. That'll add. 2 Monero, 1500, done. Done, no emotions. Walked away, done. You saw it live, there it is. Now, key importance here for people tuning in that weren't here, haven't been here. That's not my whole position. I'm not all out here. Though, I mean, yeah, you're at a few 100% profit. Profit's profit, right? Can't lose. But what I'm doing is I'm taking out principal. I'm removing risk from this trade. And by just taking a little bit of that position back, I now have de-risked. Monero can go to 0. It can go to 1 million. Either way, I'm set. I have plenty of it to continue riding. And if it goes down, it's not going to actually impact my bottom line because I have that capital back out. Target for the downside. Let's go over this quickly. Quickly. There's a lot to look at, boys. Looking at our fib extension. How do we get 750? How do we get 600? Confluence, baby. The charts. Using our fib extension from May until August, we got our 1618 target. That is pretty much where we always look for charts to move when they break all-time highs. At $600, we blasted through that. Typically, that's a good profit-taking target too. But we really blasted through that. And in that scenario, we often are looking at a more bullish setup. I don't think there's a name for this. I should come up with one and make a video about it. But the more bullish setup is ignoring the 1618 on the way up, testing the measured move or the 2 extension of our fib. That gave us 745. And when we see this, we oftentimes will find that charts cool down a little bit when profit takers come in, and they will push it back to the 1618. That gives us the 600 value. From there, if it finds support, which it commonly does in this setup, you see it continue on to higher values, and the upside target, if 745 breaks, this is our next take profit target that I've discussed, $1,000. Easy peasy. It would not be surprising to me to see 700 pull back to 600, then rally to 1,000 just like that. That would be an incredible trade. It would be textbook for this play. But there is more to that 600 than just the fib extensions, okay? We have a little bit of confluence. We have some other factors going on. I'm not going to get into all of them, but zooming out and looking at our ascending high trend from 2017 to 21, that trend line brings us very close to price. When we zoom in, we will find that that trend line, not on the weekly, but on like the daily or hourly timelines, is virtually at 600. This is a nice little bit of confluence. Not only was that acting as resistance and it broken, on the pullback, we can confirm it as support and bounce. And that will also give us the break and retest, breakout, entry, signal, whatever. It's just a trading strategy, break and retest, acting basically as further confluence for this trade. It is a solid way to approach this chart. One thing I do want to warn everyone about before I go back to corn, but we'll come back to Monero in just a little bit. We're looking at these moves. Monero has done what we said, right? We've predicted it really well. That has been awesome up until this point, but now Monero is at all-time high. It is in price discovery, and fundamental changes in behavior happen when you're in price discovery. Look at gold. Gold behaved very consistently, very predictably for many, many years. It broke all-time high. It entered price exploration, and now charting is pretty much a waste of time. It's just moving up, right? The pullbacks are largely random. They're hard to catch. There's no clean moves, really support resistance. That could very well happen on Monero. That is why I do not think going all out or heavy shorting really at any point here is a great idea. Locking in profits, always a good idea. Taking risk off, always a good idea. But it very well could just ignore all of this analysis now. Even though we've gotten it really like 100% correct up until this point, it can just totally change its behavior, and you don't want to open yourself up to getting wrecked on this. So be careful, but we will come back to this very shortly. Locked in some profit there. Bitcoin. What's up? Autopilot. What's up, my guy? What up, my friend? It's good to see you, man. By the way, I see Calvin Shangace subscribed. Not a lot of subscribers. Not a lot of retail here. That's a good sign. If you're new today, please say hello. Just say you're new. Let me shout you out. Let me see who's here. Thanks for the Tom emojis. Love you, boys. Pickle, Nimoy, love you, man. DJ, Autopilot. Who else is here? Josh, my guy. Novocaine, you're here. What's up? Bullish Micros here. I love you guys. This is the crew. This is the bare bones crew. You can tell this pump's making me happy just how you're talking. Honestly, yes. But Bitcoin's pump, like, I like that it's going up because it's just been so boring. But Monero is absolutely making me excited and happy. Just to see one of my bags do anything is amazing. It's been so long. I'm honestly not trying to spark FOMO. I don't think you should top blast. I don't think you should chase this chart. It's honestly reminding me of Doge in 21. Not that it's going to do what Doge did in 21, but for me, I had a big bag of Doge long before people were talking about it. I made crazy returns on it. It's proof of work. It's decentralized. There's no centralized body controlling or anything like that. Had a fair origin. Same thing with Monero. And now Monero is seemingly pulling a really similar move. Now, I don't know if it's going to make the same percents as Doge. Probably not in 21. But it's giving me vibes of Doge. And I all but had given up, honestly, at this cycle for that happening. Having another really big runner. And this is giving me hope. And as is, it's already given me good returns. So it's already given me a solid W for this cycle. And on top of that, another reason I've been excited is we were the only people talking about this damn chart, man. We were logging it over and over and over again live. We kept getting entries. We kept hitting TPs. And now that it broke all-time high, everybody's talking about it. And that's largely what is giving me the Doge vibe. Everybody hated Doge. People actually, like, actively hated Doge. And they would be mad at you if you invested in it. Pre the pump in 21. I don't think people were really mad about you buying Monero, but it's like the same concept. Nobody was on it. Everybody doubted it. And then as soon as it broke all-time high, people were talking about it. It's just giving me those vibes. I welcome Bitcoin's pump. Of course, I'd like to see this continue. But it's not really the same. This is, in my opinion, pretty much the only thing that was going to happen. This was like the only outcome that was ahead of us in the short term. Bitcoin looking to make a retracement into, let's say, just like into this green box. I know the green box gets bigger and bigger every time. But this move is exactly what I think is going to happen, whether we are going to enter the bear market, have a whole year of downside, or whether we're going to reverse and pull some kind of miracle and move to all-time highs. We were going to move into this zone simply to sweep out liquidity. We're going to erase all the like zero sentiment shorts that were opened from November, well, honestly from October all the way into probably very recently. Sentiment has been in extreme fear. It has been the worst I've ever seen it, maybe. Nobody was preaching to go long. Everybody was looking for shorts. Everyone was saying we're going down, we're going to 74, we're going to 64. This move to clear out shorts and to bait in longs is the just, I don't want to say has to happen because nothing has to happen, but from my experience in crypto and in trading, it like has to happen. In order to go lower, we have to pull back, we have to retrace. And now it's happening. It's not super exciting to me, largely because we've been waiting for it. It doesn't seem very surprising. And of course the price isn't that exciting. You can see we're here now at 97. This is a great rally, 2% today off of almost 5% day yesterday. the big, nice, bully takeaways. 94.6, our resistance, our flat top. Like, because we were even calling this breakup, like, I don't know, back in December. We were looking for another test of 94.6, a higher low, a retest. This time it broke out. Finally did it. Where was I at? The only good things, yeah. We did break this high. We did close above. We back tested it in today's candle. We've moved higher. We could easily see something like this paint out. I want to say the slower this climb is up, meaning if we reject from 98, pull back to 94, 95, continue higher, the slower it is, the more kind of boring steps we have, the probability leans into retesting our highs coming up here. The faster this move is, I want to say the probability leans back into falling lower. Either way, I think we do have higher prices coming. Let me see it right here. 200 dailies at 106, as it really has been. That is the perfect target we've been talking about, looking for a hedge or a short at. The first one was 93.5, the next one 106. The faster we hit it, I think the more likely we are to reject. It will become more of like a squeeze play. I don't want to see that. I want to see very slow, unexciting climbs up, kind of similar to what we saw back here in 2024. We hit our low in August. We had lower highs. We had these not super exciting lows, slightly higher highs, higher lows, like this stair stepping. This is what I want to see repeat, even though it's not fun, because I believe that we could see this play out again. Because last year closed red, my whole thought process on how the cycle works, what, you know, the years mean, like 2025 is supposed to be the explosive euphoric year, didn't happen. So 2026 is supposed to be the crappy bear market year. Well, I would be on that boat 100%, but 2025 didn't pan out that way. I don't know. Anything's possible here. So I want to see a slow climb up. I want to see many resistances tested. I want to see sellers dump their loads. I want to see buyers come in higher and higher. And I want to see this climb back up. At around 106, things will get the most threatening. And this is what I've been saying for months, is we are honestly, like, we're fine. I don't sweat it down here. I'm not worried when price is down here. I'm worried when price makes it back up. When price kind of sticks its neck back out and opens up, becomes vulnerable, like a boss in a video game. It opens up its vulnerable, I don't know, spot. It's like, here's where the damage can be done. If we see selling pressure really come in and overpower the bulls, that's when you lose your support. You build this momentum leg and you fall lower. 94 or 94, 74 lower, whatever. We did have some goodness. I did see some goodness yesterday when I was looking at this last night. VWAP is up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Momentum is up. Good. I'd like to see it higher, but it's good. And what really catches me here on the day is money flow. Money flow is now hitting a higher high versus January. And what's kind of hard to ignore is since the year started, money flow has only trended up. You see this here when it was red, negative, high, higher low, higher high. That's a great sign. You go back and you look at how, honestly, how this has looked on the daily, even before October. To see that move, like higher highs, I want to say you have to come all the way back here to like April, May of last year. This was all lower highs. We had red money flow. This was immediately rejected, immediately rejected, immediately rejected. This is like the first actual move. The day looks good. I think 106 is coming. We saw this the other day, and this is a great piece of hopium and confluence to use in our analysis here. The daily Ichimoku cloud did something this year now that was very confidence building. At the time wasn't quite enough, but looks really good now. We have seen the cross up below the cloud, the cross down, and then another cross up. 1, 2, 3. Just remember that. On the day, if we go back and look at our last lows, look at April. Up, down, up. 1, 2, 3. Breakout. I think it happened back here as well. This might have been 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We started an uptrend, down, up. Falls apart a little bit there, but I think that's the only bad example. I think there are like a few good ones. Where are they? Well, it's like it's the most recent, most similar to the recent low. We have some good confluence. Price has also finally escaped the daily cloud on the day. The daily cloud. This has been above us since October 25th. We lost the cloud on the 10th. We rejected on the 25th, and we have been down in Goblin Town until right now. This is decent. The cloud is flipped on the day. That's a good signal, at least for like a dead cat bounce. Like price returning up here. We've been waiting for it. It's not super surprising. What comes next is going to be super surprising. If we want to get rid of all of our daily analysis and look at something else, not Ichimoku Cloud, not, I don't know, oscillators, our VWAPs, our volume average weighted price from last year. Basically, these are the monthly, January, February, March, April, May, June, whatever. They all are up here in this box. There was every reason to believe price would return here before trading lower, and obviously before trading higher. Every reason. All the VWAPs, all the liquidity, all of the average price of all the coins that were bought throughout the entire last year sits between 98.8 and like 106. Brain dead analysis. There's no even interpretation here. It's just all of them are right here in this zone. These are liquidity. When price moves up to these, buyers who are underwater will look to sell. That is, sells all, basically all the coins, the entire average of the coins from last year will be flushed out in this zone when it returns there. Our fib tool from October high to November low, our 618, our golden Fibonacci retracement. In our 0.5, this is the most common zone to see any move, up or down, return to. And this sits at 100 to 106K. No matter how you look at this, no matter what indicators, no matter what analysis you use, liquidity was right here. This is what we're looking for. This is it. So I just ranted for a while. Am I excited? I'm excited about Monero. Bitcoin, I definitely, I'm excited, but it's not the same. This is really just what we expected to happen. It will get exciting to me if we can overcome all of those VWAPs. If we can start trading, I'd say like 110 would be, like above 110 would be a really good sign. Be solid. That would be a really good indicator that we are perhaps not going lower. Let's see, did I miss anything? The month, that's just how it was. Quarterly target is all the way up at 114. We'll deal with that when we get there. The year now bullish engulfed. I mean, we're how many days into the year, so don't, this is like not even really worth pointing out, but it does give us something important that is going to be easy to forget throughout this year. We have traded above the previous year's open at 93.3, 93.5. If we fall back down, we see a sell-off at any point that reaches 93.5. That is likely going to be an area of liquidity and an area where the market will look for at least a short-term bounce, if not a longer bounce. This would be a great back test. If we see weakness even at 98 and we see movement back down, 93.5, right about here, January's high. There's a lot here. Are we currently trading higher? Wow. Somebody said the last stream, every time we go live, price always goes down, so that they should short. Not this time, baby. Not today. Not today, Satan. Price is higher right now, 97.8. About to hit 98K. Let me close some of my tabs. Just hold up here. Let me see. I have these trades open. I'm gonna read the chat in a moment. Let me see, what trades do I have? I have these not so great trades open. Placed these live forever ago. There's just been no change. So, like, nothing's happened. It's all just been range bound. I probably should have closed a lot of these. But we did take a long live, 98 or 84,000. That is up 160%. No, this is probably hard to see. 160%. Took a short at 93.5. It is a smaller short than the long. So I am net long. That is down 45%. Down 200. So net, I'm up 1,000 on this position. the next trades. We placed these so long ago. I almost forgot about them. Right here. 106, exactly where I said. 106 looking to add to that short. Is it an add or is it open? I don't remember. Add to that short or open, and then at just under 110 looking to close this long. This was basically just trying to play the bounce. We had something to point at after it happened. God, I can't believe it took this long. To say, look, we knew this would happen. And I mean, so far so good. I haven't made any changes there. I'm probably not going to. I'm just going to leave it. Wow, screw you too, Bitcoin. I was like, look, Bitcoin goes up when we stream, and then immediately it goes down. Rip. Gold PAX G. Here's another position we opened live a long time ago. From 4,300 on 20x. Gold now at 4,600. Like 10% move, up 124%. What's crazy is that we haven't been stopped out in any positions lately. We've had these same positions open forever. And they've just been chilling. All throughout October, early November, it was like everything just getting closed constantly. Okay. Let's see. Let me see these alerts and then chat. What's up, Arnold? Subscribed like 8 minutes ago. Welcome, brother. Say hello if you're still here. Taylor Murphys. Can we look at Pepe and Suey? You're gonna ask for 2 charts for $5, my friend. Thank you for your $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Suey I already have pulled out. We can look at Suey. We can probably look at Pepe too. Let's be real. Alt's looking to follow Bitcoin this move. We'll see. We will see. I'm pretty sure dominance has moved up during this move. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll look at Suey in a little bit. I'm going to first catch up with the chat. What do we got? Yep, dominance is up. So are alts moving with Bitcoin on this pump? Not at the moment. We don't see evidence of that yet, but we may. Monero's at all-time high. That is absolutely breaking that mold of dominance. Here's something that I just got an alert this morning on. I know I just had to read the chat. I'm fucking terrible, guys. I got an alert this morning and I don't want to forget about this. So maybe I'll just leave this up and we'll do this next. A little hopium of the best kind. We'll get into that in a minute. Appreciate you, Taylor. King Hodl Corn. Been a member for 33 months, my guy. Hells to the yeah. 33 months. I think Sharknado has the longest one. Sharknado has like 60 months or something insane. I love you guys. You're the best. All right, let me refresh the chat. If you've said anything up into this point in the chat, I'm sorry I missed it. If you're here, I know the viewership it's low. That's a good sign. I'll pump, so that's a good sign. But if you're here today, let me know. I want to see everybody. It's going to be easy to shout you out. Zabu, Zabadu, Supercar, Pickle, Seabass, Northern Police Watch, Nicholas, Perry, M Stone God, Fiat Level, Ellipsis, Derek. What's up, boys? What's up? Ultra Primed? I hope so, dude. Can we get XMR analysis? We do. It's all we've been doing, my friend. Yeah, we will. What is up, boys? I just got an alert. I guess we will right now because I just got an alert of Monero going higher. Going higher in the moment. 740, 745, 750 tested. I guess I should move this up a little bit. You guys saw me take profits on Monero live in this stream. You saw me open on Monero live many months ago. You saw me take some, not all, take some profits on Monero live during the stream. We can go over this again for sure. Careful. I would not recommend shorting with leverage on Monero at all. But we will look at Monero. I do want to show this first. I do want to see what you guys are doing in the chat. You're just a guy, Cam. I'm just a guy too, bro. We're all just a guy. What's up, Skate Crow? South Jersey, Andy. Arong, my stupid name. What's up, bro? OBSY, Volt, JJP. What's up, boys? What's up, boys? How you feeling? What do you think? You don't catch enough of my streams? It happens, Casper. It happens. Why a good sign? Which is, what's up, Caperdie? What up, Codan? Baby Clash? How is Clash doing? Wasn't that falling off into misery last time we looked at it? Hola. What's up, Chris? Always watching on the TV. Came to say hi. Appreciate you. Lurking is welcome. You can lurk. you think we're forming a big head and shoulders, and it's now a great time to start take off the table? Great questions. I want to say that I answered them in the stream, but worth answering multiple times. Do I think we are? I think that there is a setup for it, and if price is dictated by a 4-year cycle, then we would say yes. More importantly than that, do I think we're going to see that continue to pan out? Yes, I do. I think we are moving higher. We are moving to like 106 into that area, that zone. We're looking for what will look exactly like a right shoulder on a head and shoulder. But that's where things get serious. That's where it gets real. Doesn't mean, just because we paint that, doesn't mean we are going to play out a head and shoulders. But I think that we are looking for that, essentially to paint right in front of our eyes in this moment. We've been talking about it forever. It's like basically the path that we projected out months ago, weeks ago, months ago. What's up, Ed? Bones Jones, my guy. Oh, wait, and then is it a good time to take spot off the table? That was the question. It is, in my opinion, a logical, a great idea to set up some kind of hedge positions in this area. Now, when I say that, I don't mean all out. I don't mean sell all my spot, be out. But I could look to sell, I don't know, like 5% in my spot, like 98, 5% at 100, 5% at 106, something kind of layering in this zone. Some profit taking, just like we did in Monero. Basically just betting, not betting on, but being prepared for if that does play out. You're saying a head and shoulder. It's not like really a perfect head and shoulder, but I'll digress. You know, maybe you're going to see something like this is what you're looking for. Well, if you're taking profits in this zone, you're going to be getting some of those profits locked in, and you're going to be insulating and protecting yourself from that potential downside, right? What's up? Always high grade, my guy. Ed Crispy. What up? What up? Nice to have an update, dude. That's what I'm saying. Not only is Bitcoin having a nice little update, but my baby Monero, like, it feels so good to just fucking be right about charts. It's been so hard. The last 3 years, charts have not behaved like all of my observation in crypto. For real. They just behaved so differently, and it's great. It feels amazing to see one of my bags, one of the coins I've supported for years, finally make the move. And you guys know that with Monero doing this, my hopium for Litecoin also increases because they were in the same boat. Kind of discounted, thrown out, not going to happen. Old coins, like old coins don't do anything, is essentially what the mindset was for the last many years. Here we go. At this point, Monero's having one of the best all-time high rallies of the entire cycle. Virtually no other coins that existed for more than, like, you know, a few years had any kind of runs like this. Feels good. I welcome it. Doubled up on Clash and got out. Jeez. Jeez. You sent it? Send it, Pickles. Monero. We'll definitely go back to Monero. I want to talk about tether dominance because I got a really spicy alert. Who else is here? What's up, Vooey, my guy? Welcome back, Vooey. Good to see you. What are you feeling? Here to shill M87 again. Do it, Bones Jones. You're welcome to. What's up, Waleed? Doge go up to 15 cents. Well, we were a lot of the analysis that we have done over the last 3 weeks has hit in the last 48 hours. Like a crazy amount. Crazy amount. We were looking a little bit higher in Doge, but 16.5 I think was what I was looking for in Doge. Can we check Aster, Aaron? Perhaps. We've got a good amount of stuff to look at, though. Let me see. Never all in, never all out. Exactly, McPooch, my guy. It's been 10,000 years. Now I'm finally free. What's up, Pump a Lot? Virgil. You sold your Monero to buy Can't. Hey, I mean, as long as you profited, dude, lock it in. Litecoin looks amazing. Still hasn't moved. I know. Well, that's how they've all been, mostly. Zek looked terrible and then it exploded. I look great. Thank you, Alexander G. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. You too. What's up, DJ David Bunny? What else is here? Pedantic. Because it's not doing anything. It's just the story of Litecoin. What's up, Folsom? Ooh, Olympic ticket lottery registration is today. Where do you go? To like just the Olympic site? Something like that? Might do it. You won't sell Monero? Fair. I don't think I've ever sold Monero before. I sold Monero live today. I sold some of the Monero I had bought live on stream months ago. I think that was my first sell on Monero. 750. I'll take it. I'll take it. I feel you though. What's up, Wild Pony? I got an alert last night on tether dominance. This was the chart that was honestly making me the most bearish out of anything for this year. Tether dominance had retested August's high, and at that point it looked pretty sure to break out and enter bear market territory. Thankfully, tether dominance has lost some of its grip on the market. Now, we aren't out of the woods. We have broken low. This is amazing. We've had lower highs, multiple tests of the same support. It weakened. We had a final lower high, and now we've broken down. Bearish. It is a bearish setup. That's exactly what we need here to like keep hope alive. I really thought that this was just going to blast off, and it would just confirm the bear market, and you know, we're cooked. But the last 48 hours of trading have brought new energy back to potentially not entering a bear market here. What you'll notice is we are still above the descending high trend for the, let's call it just like the bull market. Right. Call it the bull market. Although I want to connect these at the moment. What do these look like? Kind of an ugly trend line. But yeah, all right, we'll call it for like the bull market. Descending high trend, this is where I was looking for as it rallied from its lows to reject from, paint another higher low, and that was going to be, that fit in the narrative of Q4 explosive euphoric pump. Broke through. Here we are now, we're still above it, so this is where it's sketchy. There is absolutely a scenario where we test it and then bounce and then just continue, right? The break and retest, just continue into the bear market. But with the last 48 hours of trading, tether dominance showing weakness, new hope exists that this is a real breakdown. Maybe instead we see a test of the descending trend back to that previous support as resistance or rejection, and we see it trend back down for another run at a bull market. It's absolutely possible. It's on the table. As long as tether dominance is chilling down, not trending up, blasting local highs, it's still on the table. This was really where I was getting very discouraged about the upcoming year. This like retesting of August high of 24 was exactly what I would have expected to see if we were just going into the bear market, right? This has been a great indicator. I've discounted it at points. Perhaps it deserves a little bit more weight than I give it. We have made some great calls based on it, though, even though the last one didn't work out well. We have had some really solid ones in the past. So it's time to give it a little bit more credit. Basically, I'm going to set an alert at 5.5% for USDTD. If it falls to there, I think the likelihood of it returning to the low range here is pretty good, and that will be likely a signal ushering in some big pumps around the space. I was very excited to see that alert. It's a game changer. We got Sui. DCH turned around a little bit. I'm not worried about that. What up, Anthony Castellano? How you doing, bro? XRP, I'll probably look at that at some point. Aluminum to all-time high call. I'm just cleaning up my charts here quick. Copper all-time high, of course. Uranium all-time high. Chilling here, though. ASML. Okay. Monero. Let's go, bud. Let's go. $1,000 is so achievable. It does feel weird to say that though. If the cycle taught us anything, from 22 to 25 taught us anything, it's don't bet on cryptos going up when they're at all-time highs. Like literally, that's what it taught us. But I don't know. That's what I grew up on. That's what I learned trading on. That's why I'm here. $1,000, $1,500, 2007, 2.7K. I will sell at least one Monero at each of them. Lock it in. Dominance is actually moving. It hasn't done anything until it breaks December's high though, so I'll set this alert. For now it's just chilling. If dominance does return though to 60.6, it starts giving us a pretty bullish signal. Higher lows, flat top. Look for continuation. We're not there yet because like at the moment it's still just doing this, still consolidating. Range is getting tighter. It's not moving. What a setup though. Does XRP follow Bitcoin? 𝐒𝐈𝐆𝐍? All crypto follows Bitcoin. I would say the only crypto that doesn't follow Bitcoin would be like Tether, stablecoins, �PaxG. Things that are just pegs of other markets. Everything that isn't a peg of another market in crypto follows Bitcoin. But when we say follows, it doesn't mean Bitcoin goes up, it goes up by, you know, in a correlation like that. We mean if Bitcoin is trending up in a longer term trend, then they are typically trending up. And then if Bitcoin is trending down in a longer term trend, they are always trending down. It's more of a downside correlation than an upside correlation. But there never has been a scenario in any long period of time where XRP was trending up and Bitcoin wasn't. So if that makes sense, like they're tied on the downside and they're pretty correlated on the upside, but the downside correlation is tighter. And then to make it even more confusing for you, they follow, yes, they certainly XRP follows Bitcoin more than anything else. Any other thing. New hour, little red. I'm not too worried. Canton also is like brand new. You can't like make you can't honestly make any kind of statements like that about something that is brand new. This existed since November. Can't really make statements about that. It hasn't had enough time frame. Like it hasn't had enough time. Especially because it didn't exist in October's high into October's low, right? Because if it had, look at this. This could look just like a lot. This could look a lot like it. It could look a lot like everything else. Like, watch this. It's like all Bitcoin's high, Moneto's low. It like wicked up, right? That now looks like almost every altcoin chart. It's like had a high in October, had a high in October into a low in October. It bounced, and now it's just like ranging below that October high, putting in higher lows. The only reason it doesn't look exactly like all the other ones is simply because it doesn't have the data before. Is it possible that it won't follow Bitcoin at all? Sure. But this is a bad bet, dude. It's like every new coin that's done well, people have asked that about, and every time it hasn't. Can't say things can't happen, but why are coins red? Are some coins red? Weird. Which coins? I mean, there's always, even in the most bullish of days, in the most pumpy of days in previous bull markets, there's always been like a rotation. Like most coins will be up, but there will always have been some that are down in those scenarios. ICP is up. I wonder if anyone's asked about ICP. You guys are always asking about it. It's at $4.20. Here's something very important with these pumps, guys. A lot of people are gonna be getting excited, like, whoa, my coin's up 21% today. It's going to the moon. Oh, ICP's up 21%. That's awesome. But it's at $4.30, which is, you know, like a year ago, an incredibly low price. They have fallen so hard that many, not all, but many are just bouncing because they've fallen so hard. The dead cat bounce, the literal definition of dead cat bounce. They have fallen so hard that they hit the floor and now they're moving back up. It is very dangerous to chase these. Pump.fun. That looks a little bit more sustained. Like, we're gonna look at ICP just because it looks crazy. What's up, Tarmo? Richard Clamp. How you doing? Jack, I didn't miss your €2, £2 super chat. Love you, mate. Glad I don't hide behind the glass. I was never hiding behind him. It was never about hiding. Though it was about privacy. It was about keeping my life private. At this point, it's just not. It's not my life anymore. You know, when I started, I was like, maybe I want to keep my life, you know, my anonymity. But now, yeah, fuck it. It is what it is. Profit taking, well, I don't know what you're referring to, but profit taking on shorts is a reason a lot of coins are bouncing. Casper Mayer. Casper, dude, I hope, listen, bud. I hope that these are true for you. I know you said you sold your Monero, you rotated into this. I hope that you do great with it. I don't want you to do badly. I don't want you to lose money. I don't want any of these things. I'm not like talking shit on your coin. But you need to be aware that I've been doing this 7 years. I don't know. Thousands of people have come to me with tens of thousands of coins, maybe in hundred thousands of people, and they always say kind of the same rhetoric, man. It's like, nah, well, this one's different and this and that, and like, because of these reasons, and there's always a reason. It's always justified in their mind. There's always logic, and bro, it never is. It's never that. I'm not saying it can't go up, and I'm not saying you can't make money on it, or, you know, nothing. It's not even really about your coin. I've just heard all of these things infinite times. It's not a good bet for those to be your expectations. I'll put it that way. If that were to be true, it would be like the first time ever, right? Out of millions and millions of coins. Just be careful, dude. That's all I'm saying. I want you to do well. I don't want you to think I'm attacking you. I want you to do well. Arb, Mohammed Rahan, Arb, loads of ICP. Kind of do want to look at ICP. I still have other. I didn't even look at the other charts I pulled up. I got distracted. Let's look at ICP. It's kind of, here we go. Great example. I said things have fallen so hard that they're just bouncing because their downward momentum was so intense that they hit something and now they're getting Newtoned, right? You traded lower than the 30th. You're coming back up. Whew. On November 9th, this was $10. It's not even half of what it was then. Don't like this chart. I do not like it. I do not like it. I think it has more short-term upside. But man, I don't know about past that. Look at this. Like the daily, it looks like you're doing a little reversal on the day. Look at the week. The week, it's like, okay, you might have a little upside too. Maybe you like go in and fill like $5 to $7 or something. But look at this, man. This is a cliff. This is like textbook characteristic only selling of this chart. Oof. Yeah, this is maybe the first kind of good part here on the month. You're above 382. That was last month's open. This is like monthly resistance. Hold on to 382 and now you can start an uptrend. You closed the lowest monthly candle ever in December. I don't know. I find it very difficult to be bullish on this one. If you bought it under 430, I mean, you know, awesome, rock and roll. Get it. Interesting cloud though. 200 day, yeah. Careful right here. I would not be surprised if the pump for ICP was over today. Or with like a max of like 450, maybe. 200 days right here. 382 retracement, like, could continue into the week, into the weekend. Today's Wednesday, week. But you already have a big candle. You already have 20%. You're right here at the 200 day. It's like if you don't stop here, I don't know, man. Like you're like something between 5 and 6, something like that. 0.5618. You have a long way to go back here, and this is like very intense selling. This is like bears in control. Do not want the price going up. It's time to put a new alert on this though. Let's do 650. Get Sui. What else do we want to look at? Fresh in the chat. I'm gonna close some of my exchange tabs. They're eating up all my memory. Hold up one sec. If you could hit the likes, subscribe, chat. It's too quiet. Sui? 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 I don't know. XRP? Yeah, XRP is a good idea. We'll do XRP. You said near. I feel like there's just charts that people all the time want to look at, and then I pull them up, and like every time I'm sitting there going like, this just looks bad, and then people in the future will say like, can we look at this? And it like in my subconscious I'm like, don't look at that because it's so bad. And then I like unintentionally avoid looking at them. Here's near. I'll pull this over. I should look at Sui and Pepe for our guy who did a little tip. Time to sell and come back in October, Crispy, for which coin? I mean, maybe we're getting close. You're selling ETH. Did you miss ETH? We didn't look at Ethereum. Ethereum did hit 3,333 like we predicted. ETH is definitely a good one. We should look at XRP and ETH for sure. We did it. We did it, fam. We did it. FBTC. I can't believe it hasn't done it yet. Climbing slowly. 3,300. Back to its favorite price. There's a good meme for this. Where is it? Hold one sec. Pulling it up. No. Any day now. There it is. There it is. Coming on home. I'm gonna retweet this again today. FF333. Let's go. I tweeted that. That's funny. Its favorite price for sure. I'm sorry, I'm a troll. Sometimes. I should have added another one. January 26th. Doesn't need to be done. Back to resistance. I will acknowledge market cipher B on the day. Looks the same as Bitcoin. VWAP up, momentum up, money flow up. You're finally in an uptrend of money flow that has not been true in quite some time. That's good. RSI climbing up there. Leaving the point of control. Maybe looking for a little higher here. This is kind of a void. $36, $3,700. Who's the guy with that night? I don't know. Who's the guy without sunglasses? Not sure. Not sure. It's not even 1 o'clock yet. That's usually when we start streaming. My hair is everywhere. Ethereum. I know I keep not doing it. I'm surprised there's not more people, more chatting going on. Retail's still sleeping. Quick, long your lungs. Ethereum maybe is swerving the 2,500 fill. It's like, oh, it's gonna do it. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's gonna do it. It's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for months. Monero for 750. Every time I try to look away from Monero, it just brings me back. I think Ethereum looks pretty good, actually. It looks decent. It looks very similar to Bitcoin right now on the day. The ETH-BTC pair didn't break down. It's probably looking for higher, so I assume it's going to track with Bitcoin pretty well right now. Monero trading higher, making my spot sells on live, making them feel bad. 750. Let's go, boys. Let's go. $5 above this 1618 target. Every time I look away, dudes. I should make Monero bigger on the Monero. Some more Monero. I'm flat. When was the last time we pulled up charts and had green candles and the green candles just kept going? 2021. I feel like Monero is maybe swerving some of the kind of more toxic price action we've seen this cycle, like hitting all-time highs and immediately getting sold off because it just isn't traded anywhere, and maybe specifically it's not traded on Binance. Hate to say it, because I don't like to kind of conspiracy theory about these exchanges, but it's not traded on Binance. They got rid of it. That's when I was buying it. Cracked one. Back wants to crack. Is the privacy narrative here to stay? Doubt it. Doubt it. I don't even think it's a privacy, like, I feel like it's just like 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐫𝐭 and Monero, right? I think Dash was moving. We were following Dash for a while and then it stopped. It was like Dash and Monero we were following for a good bit and then it just chilled. Here we go, shit. Maybe we should go back to following Dash here. 40% back to back, holy shit, okay. What's that Dash? Damn, that's fire. Well, I forget who it was. Somebody was getting longs. Shit. 41, 42. Who got these? Oh, I'm so happy for you. There's somebody out there. Nimoy, was it you? Who was getting longs down here? Because we were talking. We were hoping it would hold support here. Kind of do what Monero was doing. It didn't. It failed, but then it kept painting this awesome, like, reversal. Haven't checked in on a while. Damn. Let's go. $618.85. Damn. Dash is making moves, yo. We were following it so closely, and then it got so boring. Story of crypto, man, from November all the way till 2 days ago. It's pretty fire. Blasted through resistance. Sucks because, like, this was it. We even had a trade here. Obviously, it got stopped out from 40 to 67, but, like, we even had a trade here. Now longing up is so rough. Even longing 67 I think is bad because it's like lower high painting. It's like this is either just gonna pump back to its high like this week, or it's like right here 618 lower high back to the support and wrecked, right? It is, I'll tell you what, it is very interesting. Part of me always knew it would happen, I'll say, but then an even bigger part of me was starting to lose hope it would ever happen and kind of stop thinking about it, that like these old coins would ever pump again. XRP broke the mold first, 24, then Monero now breaking it. This does look kind of spicy. I have some Dash somewhere, I think. But not a lot. I remember when I started in crypto, Dash was like, I remember being like a few $100s, and I was like, that's too expensive. I don't like that. Like $200-300. I was a noob, just like everyone else. And I think I had like just like a fraction of it, or maybe one. Damn. Damn though, Dash is just rolling. Yeah, I'm gonna make a real clean chart of this quick. We're so back, baby. We're so back. Get it? We're so back. We're the backest. We're the backest. The backest. Dude, this is sick. It does, like, these are the pumps, man. These are like starting to feel like the pumps we didn't get in the cycle. Monero again breaking out, dude. I cannot look away from Monero. Every single time I look away from Monero, it pumps. Dash doubled overnight. That's the tweet. This is the hard part. It's like the pump, you've missed the pump now. The pump is behind us. Will it continue pumping? Something pumping right now is not a good indicator of if it will continue pumping. I'll tell you that. It's not a good indicator either way. Jeez. Oh, I guess I'll just say this. Grats to everybody. Congrats to everybody who took some of these trades on freaking Dash, dude. We nailed these. We nailed this and Monero like simultaneously on these. Like we got the short at 127, almost the exact top. Yeah. These. I'll say we nailed. We got stopped out, but like we caught support here. Holy shit. Where was the stop? 37.70. Where'd it go to? 34, 35. Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy, bros. I guess I'll put another like 100. I'm not even sure what to do with this. It's like, this is so dangerous. It looks like it's gonna break out right now, though, doesn't it? Like very, very. I here I go. Here I go. Let's see. So, wow, not as many exchanges as I thought have Dash. Oh wait, 𝐓�0.𝐼𝐼X does. By the way, sign up with our exchange partner, 𝐓�0.𝐼𝐼X. Links in the video description below. Do I wanna? Should I gamble, boys? Should I be a gambling manblin today? Why? Because I said 15. Dude, I'm longing like a chart that's up 50% today. I'm retarded. I'm actually retarded. Let's be real. That was weird. Insufficient. Oh, I didn't even... Oh, I have confirmations off. That's bad. That's bad. I don't even know what my liquidation is. This is exactly how not to trade, everyone. Lick 81? Okay. That's uncomfortable. Yeah, I definitely was waiting for the confirmation. Yeesh. No. Better. More manageable. Dude, yeah, don't do this at home. That was dumb. I was honestly, I hit that and I was like going to look at the liquidation and decide if I wanted to do it. I guess I hit don't. I guess I turned confirmations off. Great lesson here. Don't turn confirmations off for trades, especially with leverage. Don't do it. Probably should just close that because I didn't want that trade that way. Oh well. 720, 752. I know like I'm gonna close this and then it's just gonna rip. YOLO, that's right. What computer do I use to trade fiat? This has got a 4090 RTX and Micro Center built it. And there we go, stopped out. I'm retarded. I just am realizing I don't even know like where to like look at that anymore. Like there's no my PC on this Windows. That's weird. Cause I used to be able to hit like my PC and it's just like would show you. Use device manager, but I don't want to do that. Yeah. Intel i9 14.9K. It's got like 64 gigs. I don't know. It's like a custom built. Well, I got stopped out, so now we can go. There goes 250 baht. 250 big ones. That was so dumb. I should have canceled it the second I didn't get the confirmation. Watch. It's okay. Losing money live, gaining money live. You know how it goes. Monero's still going though. Holy. Keep going. Let's go. I got it. We're not pulling back. That's what I said. We're in price discovery. Like, this can behave very differently. It was very well behaved. But the chart, the analysis may be off the table now. It might just be going up until it's out of gas and then come back down. Trying to log into this other account. 760. Jesus. This rate could hit 1,000 today. I still think the probability lie is here. I still think that's the play. $760. Holy. Monero short? I don't know, dude. Oh yeah, I have the short put up there. I have the short here. I don't think it's a good idea. I placed this when I was like describing the profit taking that I was doing earlier in the stream. I said I would not take a short on this with leverage. Here we go. This is be why. I should probably get rid of it. Don't want to like confuse people. Dude, look at these 12-hour these are 12-hour candles, right? 4, 6, 9. RSI on the 12 hours at 92. Send it. Beautiful. This chart's beautiful. It's in full sendle mode. In catch me if you can mode. Oh yeah, let's look at Monero Bitcoin. This is going to give us a better idea. I'm surprised I wasn't looking at it. XMR BTC reaching on up. The next upside target 0088 to about 01. You're talking about this on Monday. Right, Monday we're here. And we said we got about a 30 to 40% gain against Bitcoin here. We looked over at the USD pair on Monday and we said 30, 40% gain. Up here. Looking good. This is just trucking. This is like legitimately a first. A first. Maybe, I don't know, I want to say ever, but like legitimately a first. I have very high confidence Monero is going to 0.1 against Bitcoin here. If we look back at the history of the entire crypto space, we would always bet on it rejecting. I don't know. If it breaks 0.1 and like continues, if it somehow, and this is really getting ahead, this is hopium, this is, don't even listen to me, but if somehow it were to get back to like its all-time high, it would be a first ever for a coin. It, like, now is not the time to start thinking about that or betting on that. That's 350% against Bitcoin. But like, even a reversal like this is not super common. It might be somewhat common when not paired with a USD all-time high breakout. That's the thing. Like, coupled with the price at all-time high, it doesn't happen much. I don't even remember the last time this happened. Silver and gold at all-time highs. I said I was going to look at them. I didn't. Sui, I said I was gonna look at it, I didn't. Took profit at 2. Potentially looked to like reopen at 180. I didn't like that trade, I remember, but might get another shot at 150. I think you still get a shot at 2. 236 upside target. I think Sui will retest 2, if not 236 in the shorter term. Near just, it looks bad. Besides, look at it, it looks bad. Silver, absolutely pumping his brains out. Let's go. Slowed down here, actually. I thought this was at all-time highs while we were streaming. Not that it matters. You have red candles, but it doesn't matter. Irrelevant. It almost feels like silver will never return to 54. It will. It will eventually. I think. 122 or like 100 to 122. I think this is a great spot if you've been holding on to silver for decades or even not decades. I think if you haven't taken any profit, this is where you look to take profit. 100 to 122. I wouldn't be all out. But damn, I would love to sell pieces right here. Especially because you probably bought it in like the 25 to 30 range over the last 10 years. If you escape that, like 212 maybe. I'll have to redo those fibs. The trick is this. I was really like getting excited to preach this during the bull market for crypto last year, but it just never happened. But this logic still applies. You know, silver to stocks, whatever, is when things are blasting up. Like silver is blasting up, dude. And you're holding on to your positions, you're refreshing your portfolio, and you're watching the number go up, and you're just getting all this dopamine, and it feels amazing. The most important thing that you remember is to take pieces. Shave off pieces of your position. Lock in some of that profit. Ideally until you have all your principal out, but whatever. Shave off pieces. It does not mean silver hits 100 and you want to, like, I would sell all my silver. I wouldn't do that. But if I had been buying silver over the last decade, my position was somewhere under 50, it hits 100, probably going to look to sell maybe half, maybe not quite half, in 100 to 120. It can very well keep going, but the trick is you sell, it's a balance. I really wanted to talk about this with crypto, but it was just not the time. It's a balance where the problem with selling all of it, which is maybe where we go, we usually are all in or all out, is if it continues, goes up to like 250, right? You're going to buy back in. You're going to take your huge win and you're going to buy back in because you've seen it double, you've seen it go more. Now you're thinking it's going to go to infinity. And what happens is whenever you do decide to buy back in, whatever number that's at, it's going to be the top. It's going to be the top, and they're going to ride it all the way back down, and you've given back all of your gains. That is just a fundamental market maneuver. So the reason I say some, the answer to how much is some, is the amount where, in that scenario, you aren't tempted to buy back in. That could be 10%, could be 25%, could be 50% if you have really good discipline. It's different for everyone. That's why I like to leave it kind of to math. Like if I'm up 2x, maybe I'll sell half, right? You need to have sold enough that you have taken risk off, and you should do this in pieces slowly over time, in my opinion, because that is the easiest way mentally to do it. And you want to have enough in your pocket that just mentally, and this is like, doesn't even matter about the gains or the money. It's like, doesn't even matter. It's more important than that. It's just that mentally, you're okay. You have it. You're watching it go up. You're not buying back in. You're not FOMOing back in. Like, you need to do this in pieces to where you are not just comfortable with your decisions, but like you'll die. That's a hill you'll die on. You're like, nope, I sold 10% and like, I'm not ever buying it back in unless it reaches 50. You know, you pick out a very low number with a big return. You say, I'm not doing anything unless it goes to here. It's the only way to win these. I have watched thousands, if not tens of thousands of people make great trades, buy great assets, ride them up hundreds of percents. Sell them all. Sell like all of it, right? Or even just, you know, most of it. Sell it all. Be up more money than they ever thought they'd have, and they watch it continue to go up, and they buy it back in, and it goes down. I've seen it happen thousands of times. And when I say I've seen it thousands of times, I mean like every time I've seen it. Every time I've seen someone in this position, this is what has happened. It'll happen to you if you do the same thing. It is a trap. Fucking Dash, dude. It literally to the penny stopped me out and then went up. It to the penny and then went up. Oh, it's so cunty. I have such FOMO now. I'm not. Fuck that. Fuck that. Bullshit. That's so fucking gay. Dude, it literally to like the penny right here. That's where it was. It stopped me out right here and then I went. Meow. Fuck you too, Dash. Had I just kept the original stop loss, that's such toxic thinking. If I had just known the future, then I would have all the wins. True. True. If I just knew the future, I'd have all the wins. That's really what you're saying to yourself. If I just moved my stop loss, added capital, yeah, dude. Yeah, if you knew the future, you'd have all the wins. We all know this. If you knew the future, you would just buy a lottery ticket, and then you'd win the lottery. We don't know the future. That's so lame, though. There you go. There's proof. It happens to everybody. It's not just you. The market's not going after just you. Happens to everyone, myself included. I still haven't looked at XRP. I said I would, but XRP is not really doing much. It's not exciting like everything else. 200-day moving average at 250. It's a great target. I think XRP rejected like exactly where we were looking for it to reject, right? Or maybe not. Maybe not. Let me see. I forget what number it was. Maybe not. I've been hitting a lot of bangers, so been hitting a lot of bangers, so I'm thinking maybe I'm getting my bangers confused. 230. Oh no, what it was is it was back here on the 5th, January the 5th when it was pumping. And someone in chat asked me, they said, how high can XRP go today? Long story short, what I said was 250. That's what I mean. It went exactly where we thought. I said, like, I think it was like down here. I said probably 250, 240 to 250. Oh, right here. I don't know. Boom. 240 and down. That's funny. The entry. This looks a little sketch. It's the ring. Oh, yeah. XRP doesn't look bad. It doesn't look good. It's just not moving right now. It's just not really involved in this move, it seems. Oh, oh, that's not good. XRP BTC breaking down on the day, leaving a bearish fair value gap above it. Looks like this is the path it's chosen. Double top. Ripple's growing on you. Go for it. There was a time and a place where I would have felt differently. That time and place is no longer reality. Go for it. Whatever you got, like whatever works, man. Whatever you like, you know. I spent a lot of time trying to get people on the Bitcoin train. I don't think I really ever got many people on the Bitcoin train, despite trying a lot for many years to a very big audience. People just do what they want to do, and I think that there's something to just respecting people investing in what they believe in. And if they invest based on my belief, they won't win. Like, they'll lose. Even if my belief was correct, they'll end up losing because it's not what, you know, it's not their belief. They can't weather the storm because they don't believe in it. So do it. Do it to it. I sold 75%, 80% of my XRP at $2.24 at the end of the year. Right about here. For a while, it felt like a bad move. Now it doesn't feel like quite as bad of a move. I'm sure from today until infinity, there will be times where it was a brilliant move, and there will be times where it is a dumb move. So we'll find out. I still have some. But I had been holding it. So I also sold some Monero today. It's not just XRP. I've been holding it since 2017. So it was a long time. I didn't just jump out or something. Fuck you, Dash. Stop me out, piece of shit. Zen. How is Zen doing? Anyone want to admit what price you bought it at originally? Fair enough. I have ones like that too. I got coins like that. The funny part though, for me, those coins, the coins that I feel that way about are just like dead. Like nobody's asked about them. I don't even remember them. Nobody's asked about them in years because they're so cooked. Like if they say Zen follows Zek, I don't really know why. I'm not sure. Is Zen on Zek or something? I don't really know. This looks pretty bad. The good part is it held the low. It can come up here. It looks alright. Okay. This could look worse. It's above its 200 week. That's very interesting. Trading above 1180 is very important for Zen. It's about to do a little golden cross too. Interesting. I'm gonna come back to Zen. It's got some spicy moving averages. Like you're about to have a golden cross. You just had a death cross. You held a higher low. You broke through it. That's pretty bullish. You're above the 200 week. If you sell off below 1180, you start looking not as good. But trading above 1180 is pretty solid. Surprised. Gee. This Doge chart got so crowded, but I don't want to delete it. I don't want to delete it. It's got so many good trades on it. Held the higher low. Slowly rolling over. Like Doge looks doesn't look bad. It's kind of like XRP. It doesn't look bad. It's not really part of this rally in this exact moment. I think it's gonna return to like 20 cents. 20 cents. Then it will choose its fate. And if it keeps going, it can finish the prophecy. If it turns around to 20 cents, it probably has a few more months of winter. Perfect. Solana, man. Stratosphere. Whoa, 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 whoa. I still haven't decided what concerts I'm going to, what festivals, what raves I'm going to this year. Definitely Lost Lands tickets go on sale Friday. Do I use Streamlabs or OBS? I use Streamlabs OBS. Slobs, baby. I recommend Slobs for people who are starting out streaming. Slobs is great. It's great, honestly. It's great just because you get a customer support team that are, like, especially when you're starting, they've helped me out. They helped me out so much when I was starting, but they've helped me out, like, equally now that I know what I'm doing. Like, anytime I have a problem, I just have someone I go to. It's like you have, like, a part-time streaming guy to help you. Yeah, Zek trade's still going. Where's that short? There we go. We nailed this. Nailed it. This hasn't happened. These are the two pathways. Lower high, make the right shoulder. Higher high, continue. You want to short Monero till zero? Go for it, dude. Go for it. It's kind of a weird opinion to have, in my opinion. Like, I think it's kind of a strange opinion to have. Considering, I don't know. I can't imagine anyone saying that ever thought of Monero before last week. Ish. Before Monday of this week. I can definitely understand wanting to make money. But dude, there's a lot of shorts available. Everything has been a short. D Fawn, one in Holland, Bones Jones. I have always wanted to go to like a European Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is in Europe, right? Litecoin, not yet. 𝐹WAST, not yet. Tomorrowland is insane. Have you gone? Are you going? We should do a Tom Crown festival. No, you guys can't see me that way. Can't see me that way. XRP makes you mad. Try to look good, then buy. Yeah, you know what? 𝐹WAST, dude, like fair, bro. Fair. I have been bullish. I have been calling for it to break all-time high. Like, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably like the only fucking person in the last, I don't know, many years to feel that way. But like even as I was saying it and looking at the chart, you can go back and I have the receipts on this channel for live streaming it. You can even see my brain processing, and at times I even said things like Monero. Like I said it was going to break all-time high before the end of last year. Okay, you know, a few days off. But I was like, you could see it in my eyes, I'm sure, where I'm like, I can't even process this. Like, how can Monero look this way, the chart look this way, and everything in my tool belt telling me it's going to break all-time high, and then looking over at the crypto market at like record low sentiment. And I've said it in different ways over, you know, the months. It's like, I just don't even know how that could work, or like how, like what that would look like, right? Here we are. It happened. I am honestly, even though I was calling for it, I'm honestly surprised. I'm honestly surprised. And I'm honestly surprised that, like, with the power it's broken out with, there was a big possibility that it was just going to break 520, go to like 575, and then fall back down, just like everything else. That's what truly makes this interesting. This is the first chart, the first coin. Maybe I'm wrong. Feel free to chime in, correct me, fact check me. Of like this cycle of the last years that broke all-time high and did something. Like previous all-time highs from 21 and 2017, and then didn't just sell off immediately like all the other ones. It is very weird. It makes total sense that people wouldn't expect this and people wouldn't want to bet on it, because the last 3 years has taught us not to do that. The last 3 years has punished every single person buying at all-time highs over and over and over and over again. And here we go, just randomly this one. Like 𝐂𝐧 is the closest thing, but 𝐂𝐧 didn't go to all-time high. 𝐂𝐧 still didn't break all-time high. 𝐂𝐧 may never break all-time high. 𝐂𝐧 will never break this high, but this was on a hit BTC. This is, you know, not a real all-time high, but it's like real-ish all-time high. I don't know, it's like 1,000 or something. It may never break it. 1 or 2, 3,000, I don't remember. It's really unusual. I don't have an explanation. The only explanation I have is I have publicly supported Litecoin, Dogecoin, Monero, Bitcoin, I guess like DGB, Vertcoin. There's like others in there for the type of blockchains they are and their origins. And I've just always believed in them, and that's never changed. And it's amazing to see Monero run. But there certainly have been times over the years where I felt like maybe I made really bad bets, even though they're what I believe in. Maybe they don't run. Maybe none of these things run. It's weird. It's very weird. I'll take it. Dutch festivals are insane. All hardstyle though. By hardstyle, you mean like random dub. That's exactly what I like. I mean Lost Lands, buddy. Damn, Monero bot top 4 days just pull back a little bit. Well, this is what I'm looking for. As it continues to run today, it's getting farther away from this entry at 600 before it moved to 1,000. We'll see. I did a good kind of breakdown of this earlier in the stream, but when coins are doing this, it seems so foreign now. But when coins are at all-time high, when they're breaking them in the past, in the previous cycles, not this one, they can just keep ripping, and basically they rip until they're done, meaning They rip till they hit their high. People chase them all the way up. The more it goes up, the more they chase them. And when it comes back down, they're done. We haven't seen much of that. I haven't seen a lot of that at all. It's been a very strange cycle. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐫𝐭 𝐬𝐧. God, what was the one? There's some coin, some dude, some shill account on X was like coming after me. He like tagged me because my Monero post, and he was like, well, what about sentient AI treasury? And I was like, it sounds like a bunch of buzzwords. He got real mad. What was that? What was that coin? Because we're not going to look at that coin out of spite. Also, I think I looked it up and it's like, it was like a bullshit market cap. It started with an X, but it wasn't any of those. Never mind. Take my pettiness. No, I'm just kidding. It's not even petty. It's just like, bro, if you're some shitter coin, why are you gonna come after me? He was like, oh look, like I get you only talk about stuff you're paid to talk about, and I was like, dude, you're just making yourself look stupid. Like, I've never been paid, never accepted money to promote anything. Never done any paid promotion for any investment. Period. He's like, yeah, sure, you do. All YouTubers do. And I was just like, you're dumb. You make yourself look dumb. You make your community look dumb. It was a funny interaction. What's that doing? Refresh the chart. Hero poor. How's Dogecoin doing? It's at 15 cents. It's okay. 0 transaction tax on BNB Pepe. Who cares, bro? Who cares? Oh, it's your first message here. You're probably a bot. Wait, 0? I love how this guy, I mean, he's probably a bot. He says, 0 transaction tax. Keeps the volume alive. Let's move freely. What do you mean 0 transaction tax? What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Zek. We looked at Zek. Zek is alright. The Zek Long is playing. It's not as exciting. It's having a little green day, but it's not quite as exciting. Imagine the upside of Kraken Delix Monero. Honestly, I doubt it would matter much. I was shocked when I found out that the Kraken had Monero. I was shocked because Binance removed it out of fear of regulation and enforcement. And they're overseas. And then Kraken, I didn't think any US exchange would have it. Then Kraken just had it the whole time. It's kind of interesting. Don't tell Mert. The pump stopped. Which pump? Which one? Verhoofdflufen. Bitcoin? No, Bitcoin didn't stop. Bitcoin still went up. It came back down, but... What's up, Ranjit? Thanks for subscribing, my brother. XMR hit 1.6 taken from May to August. Yeah, that's what we have. It actually hit the 2. It might be hard to see because the resolution is so high. That's the 2. That's the measured move, baby. All the way up. Straight to the moon. Bitcoin's all the way up. Damn, yo. Bitcoin 2013-14 compared to now. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be crazy if we got a move like that? It's not impossible. It's a BL. What is it now? It's not BLX. I forget. What's the index? You aped Litecoin. It's the only one that hasn't gone. I feel you, dude. Same, bro. But here's my hopium. It's not just for Litecoin, but I think specifically applies to Litecoin. Monero broke all-time high. Virtually nobody thought Monero would break all-time high. And certainly they didn't think it would break all-time high now, right? It did. It's running. It didn't just put in a little all-time high. It kept running. Litecoin is in the same boat. It's the same kind. It's the same thing. It has the same origin. It's the same kind of blockchain. Similar age. A lot of coins just had maybe the lights turned on with this move. It's giving hope to an entire, like, 2 cycles of coins that didn't do shit. This is showing us that it can happen. It can happen when we least expect it. Litecoin's in that boat. Others are as well. I feel you. I'm deep on Litecoin too. When Litecoin does this eventually, oh man, I'm gonna make out like a bandit. Luckily, I also had lots of Monero because Monero was always right there. Monero, Litecoin, Doge are all tied for number 2. Bitcoin's number 1. This looks awesome, dude. Are we already at 800? 780? Holy shit. I guess we're skipping the pullback at 750. I actually don't like that. Honestly, I don't like that because it's getting kind of squeezy in that sense. But hell, you're in price discovery, man. Like, maybe it's been so long. Maybe just squeezy is what you need. What's up, Javel? From Monero to Polkadot? Yeah, good luck with that. M86. Have we looked at this for you, Bones Jones? 87. I feel like we have. Ooh. I feel like we did look at this and it was not great. That was not great a long time ago. I mean, that looks like a reversal. Here's your hopium. I mean, that looks like a nice little reversal. You broke high. I'm not sure I'm confident enough to say like anything else about it though. Yeah, the inefficient price action down. Maybe you're gonna fill it. Damn, yo. I mean, that's charty. Look at that. People say fibs aren't useful. Anyone who tells you fibs aren't useful has never traded a damn day in their life. Pin the bottom. Look at that shit. Here's your opium. There you go. There you go. I'm not touching this. Best of luck to you, Bonesy Jonesy. Best of luck. That's wild though. That measured move is crazy. Twitter's a shit show. I hate Twitter now. We're not even live on Twitter right now because I'm protesting it in a way. Also, Twitter was giving us mad traffic and mad views reach, and then it just disappeared. And I get it. I know the traffic is down. I've been yelling it, but it's more than that. Make sure you guys are hitting the subscribe button, the like button, sharing it out. I'm surprised it's not more popping. Honestly, this is actually some very interesting price action day going on. Why is that failing to create? I don't care. Who cares? Dominance is enjoying it. Ethereum, dude, I feel like it's just a short at 300. It looks good, but like it just, I don't know, it always comes back. If it breaks 3,300 and goes to 37 or 4K, I feel like it comes back to 3,300 at some point. I didn't look at total. Bum, bum, bum. I still burn. I don't know what this is, but I like it. This music. So close total. Go silver, gold, silver. Silver, just go to 100 already. We all knew this would happen. Oh, Bitcoin 2026. I forgot about that. He's going to go to Bitcoin 26. Honestly, Bitcoin 25 was alright. It was probably one of like my least favorite ones. I don't like Vegas though. That's a big part of it. I don't know. It just felt so suitsy, you know. It was like so suits, so corporate, so business, and that's just not Bitcoin to me. It's like not quite the opposite of Bitcoin, but not far from opposite of Bitcoin. So institutional. Like I went around the booths and I was like, none of these booths apply to like anything we do. It's like all big biz, all in weird. What is it? Pick it up. BTC 20. I did get you guys free tickets to it at the after the last one. 2025. I had a link that was active for like I forget how many weeks, and literally you get a free ticket just for signing, like just for like putting in your email. It was like a super base ticket though, like not it was only like I forget. It was like the lowest tier possible, or maybe even under that. April. Damn, it's in April. Like that's not far away, and I haven't heard anyone talk about it. April 27th to 29th. Trump is past speakers. Okay. It's program past speakers. That's weird. So they don't even have the lineup. They don't have the lineup for it, and it's in April. That's very strange, don't you think? Last year's speakers. Like past speakers and then last year's speakers. What? I need to like the year before that speakers. That's kind of weird. Because grown folk suits and Bitcoin is like grown folks saying stuff like 6-7. Yeah. It's regression. Ha! Is XMR at key resistance? Not yet. I would say not yet. We've been, before this even broke out, right? Or as it broke out, we were looking for up here. 0088-201. Not sure. Let me see. Are you looking at like real low time frames? No. Where are you getting this from? Where are you getting this from, Curb? Even on low time frames now. This is Polonex. Maybe their chart sucks. Monthly 0088. Like 0088 is it. That's the play. De-evolution. What's up, Crypto Arrow? Here we go. Good news is this is like still at least a 10% move, right? Nashville, Amsterdam, yeah, I'd go to those. Denver, F Denver. I've never been to F Denver. Yeah, I don't like. Puff out your chest, flex, Slimers. What? The world is slimy. Does it feel like in a furry costume? You're out. All right, you're actually funny. World is slimy. 72K incoming, says Uneki Reese. Interesting to hear. I'm glad we're hearing it though. I was gonna be worried if all of a sudden nobody was bearish anymore, so that's good. 2023 in Miami was the best. Miami was the best. Miami were the best ones. 2021 was the best, I think. You like Deadmau? Oh, he's alright. Deadmau's alright. I don't not like Deadmau. Deadmau's a Bitcoiner, which is cool. So he gets extra points for that. He's alright. He's not bad. His music isn't quite the kind of music I like, but it's close, and he's talented. So how about yes, I like him, but he's not like my favorite. If you're already a FemX user, can you still use your link? Randy, I don't think so. I don't know. Try it. Send me your user ID. Maybe I can have you transferred over to mine. I don't know. Make sure you guys use my links for FemX and BY in the video description below. Help support the stream. Kraken has, but do they let you send and receive XMR? I think so. I don't think there's anything that you can't deposit and withdraw on Kraken. Not that I'm aware of. Paid sunglasses promoter. All right, bro, you're actually killing me. Yeah, XMR BTC is still just pumping. I don't think XMR USD is done. QNT. Haven't thought about it in a while, Tibby boy. Certainly I don't feel very strongly about it. XVG OG privacy coin from 2014. Bro, I mean, I would love to see Verge pump. I don't know. I feel like my Verge is probably gone to time at this point. What's up, Peach? Good to see you, brother. Monero just continuing to more all-time highs.
Can I drop my damn boat in the outer realm?
I about to paint more all-time highs right now. You saw me take a little profit. I'll say profit taking. Saw me take a little profit earlier in the stream right here. On my Monero buy. Just a little bit of profit, just a wee of profit. Space bass. Space bass? Take you away on the space boat. What song is this? Ooh, Peter Schiff. Here's a shocker in Bitcoin's rally today. His guess is some traders are taking profits on gold and silver. Shiffy boy. He must be having the most euphoric moment of his life. Gold's at all-time high and Bitcoin's not. Like, he must be tripping. The Sui network was down for over 2 hours earlier, apparently. Decentralized networks don't go down. That's weird.
Yo, do they even have fish in space?
Julie, 3,300 forever. Are we just gonna keep going? I don't know. I don't want to look away. Monero, it seems like, has enjoyed us watching it. It's like not shy.
If you could fish anywhere, where would you fish?
I'd fish on the space boat. What is this song? Space Boat by TV Boo and Ahi. I like that. Space Boat. If you could fish anywhere, where would you fish? The space boat. That's right. Monero, just keep blasting. There's another all-time high. Let's go. Yeah, Monero hit 1100 on HTX or whatever global. That's cool. It's cool. I would assume liquidity is just really low there. I know that in HTX, like largely China, I know China is like not about the privacy coins. Can I name the truly decentralized projects, Randy? I can name some of them. I will not claim it's a whole comprehensive list. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Monero, Doge, Vertcoin. Then there's a few that are in like I'm not quite sure category, but I like what I know about them. It's like Digibyte, Caspa. I don't quite know about these. I won't vouch for them in the same way, but I think they are from what I've heard. What else we got? It's not a big list. Not a big list. Is that it? Drawing a blank. Like I said, not an inclusive list, but there are some. Probably most of them. Nobody's stopping me. Dash looks like he wants 100. What's the over under on 98 break today? Who knows? 98. I was saying, if you go back to the beginning of this episode, testing and rejecting 98, coming back, you know, as low as 93, but you know, obviously higher better, is a very bullish way to approach higher numbers. Just blasting up to like 106, I think, is the bearish way to do it. Who knows? I think the probability of us trading back to like 100K minimum is 80%. I don't have a timeline on that, but like before 74K breaks. There you go. Midnight is a privacy coin. That's cool. That's cool. Silver keeps getting rejected at 92. I wouldn't worry about it. Nah, dude, I wouldn't worry about it. Silver is... Betting down on silver, I think, is a very bad idea, personally. It's got triple digits in its future. Out to strike Iran. More war. All right. Woohoo. Huzzah. The world is such a sad place right now. Ain't nobody stopping me. Keeping it hot. Midnight's pretty cool. I guess I have night, right? Because I have... Isn't like you have to like do something. Wow, its market cap is eating shit though. That looks bad. Hasn't existed very long, so... Is what it is, but that doesn't look great. For the limited time it has. Breakdown. This looks like distribution. Flat bottom, lower highs. That doesn't look good. Doesn't have a lot of time to trade. Like, it's very... I guess I'll say unfair to judge it with such little history. Like, it's filled in, it's weekly open, it's only green weekly candle. Here we go. It's tapped it. Like, a reversal here is totally possible. But there's just not enough history. And the history we do have does not look awesome. Looks kind of shitty. Realistically. 𝐿𝐴. Big fan of your live and your music. Just wonder why so sure, says Release. I don't know what that means, but big fan of you, my friend. Big fan. Big fan of you, bud. Monero continues to go. Here we are. 781. We did it, boys. Exactly as predicted. It never ends. It doesn't. It truly never ends. First and largest PO. What is EVM? Coca-Cola. I don't. What is EVM? I'm not familiar. Jennifer Moffat. You my gal. Fuck both parties. Yeah, they're both trash. They're both awful. They're both just they're both literally just puppets on strings of the richest people in the world. And they cater to them, and they don't cater to us. And we as a people should tell them to get fucked. And we should rip them out of power. Yeah. That's how it be. That's how it be. 784. Hitting 785 Monero. Blasting. All-time highs on the way. At this point, I suppose I should just say 1,000. Like, it's going to be difficult to do analysis up here, considering there is no resistance. The order books are just people taking profit, bots grinding. 1,000 psychological number. We have some confluence with our fib extensions. Where is this? 1,000 is just the next logical target. Here we go. Who remembers this? Honestly, the same way I was the OG of Dogecoin. Slum Doge millionaire, you LARP. Supporting being bullish on an asset long before other people was true with Monero as well. Here we go. February 24, Binance delisted Monero. Hit $100. I bought it live. I told you guys that's a huge buy signal. 790, let's go. Nimoy, do you, brother? Do you? I wish. I have no faith in any of the parties in the US. I think people are good. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. You know it. We need change. We need some change, friends. 790. 800 today. It's your birthday. Let's pump it. Let's go. Thoughts on PaxG and alternative for gold? PaxG is great for trading, great for an asset in your portfolio, but for spot gold, I mean, it's just extra risk with no extra upside. I would, if I had the ability and the desire to really stack gold, I would do spot. I have some PaxG, but I think to buy and hold PaxG in the capacity that you would do like with gold is a silly idea. I think it's very much paper gold. 791, let's go. 800 on Monero, locking in real time. Criminals, all of them. I agree. There's no comparison between the two, says 𝐒𝐻𝐧. Everybody's entitled to what they believe and feel. They are different. They are different in execution and the same of their motivators and their drivers and their overlords, their controllers. That's how I view it. ETH is a fork of ETC. Yeah. I guess technically ETC is a fork of ETH because ETH was won the chain war. Just out here charting, Trinity. How you doing? 208 likes, 500 viewers. Settled down somehow. We had more earlier. I'm running out of energy, probably. I feel you, 𝐒𝐻𝐧. I feel you, dude. I think, though, a lot of what we attribute to either parties is just, like, not how people actually feel or want. I think almost all of the most extreme voices on both sides or all sides of issues are just bots. Just bullshit. I think we as humans all believe and feel and think very similarly, and we're just told we don't by these forces. I don't know. But either way, we try not to get political here. It's about the corn. It's about crypto. It's about Monero right now. The whole world wants us to fucking fight about this dumb partisan shit that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. And we gotta fight it. That's what we try to do here. 790, come on, 800. Yeah, we got a ton of free trade. Actually, I'm gonna publish another one tomorrow. I'll have to put it together tomorrow or Saturday. Kylie, check out my playlist, man. It's free. I have a lot of great videos on this channel. They're not trying to sell you anything. That's the great part about them. There you go. They're not trying to sell you stuff. They're literally just how to use different indicators, how to trade different strategies. I do my best. They've been successful. The problem with other free resources, most of them, is that they They really are all just trying to sell you something. These are not. They are meant to be really good YouTube videos, so they employ those mechanics. But like, yeah. They're not trying to sell anything. They have no product. Put those out there for the good of the people. What is that? Love Bitcoin. Love Bitcoin. Stay locked in, y'all. Log it in, Alex. Absolutely insane in Philly. I love Philly. Philly gets a lot of shit. I love Philly. 2 hours in, I know I'm losing energy. I lose energy. The views are trickling. It's okay. It's probably a good time to chill anyway. I don't think the rally's over on Bitcoin. I think we still have minimum 98.2 here in the short term. Would not be surprising to see a trip back down. 95. We're kind of like there actually. Over the next weeks, I'm looking for Bitcoin to make a move up into the 100 to 106 into this zone. This is where it gets real. This is what we've been waiting on for weeks. It's not surprising to anyone who's been following this channel. This is what we've been saying is the probable next move, regardless of what we're going to do this year. Here we are, getting some confirmation of that today. This is the zone. This is where liquidity rests, up here. What happens there is going to dictate, likely is going to dictate what happens the rest of the year. Very likely that it will dictate the entire year. If we move up to, let's say, like 106 and we fall, we crash, right? If we see this, we're probably in a bear market this year for the rest of the year. Probably. If we, let's say, slowly climb up, do something like this, we may retest the all-time highs. We may see a bullish year. It's all on the table still. Closing up here, I'd say like above 114 is a very good signal that we are not just in a dead cat bounce. Up here largely invalidates it. Retesting the all-time high invalidates it. But this is it. Like this is the only area of concern. Even while we were falling down, we were streaming live and I was saying, this doesn't scare me. This is not a big deal. Feels bad, but it's not scary. What's scary is when we move back up into this zone. This is where it matters, and this is where it can get bad. Here we are, heading back up. That's what I think is going to happen still. Ethereum jumped 4% in the last few hours in. Largely following the rest of the space, largely in line with, let's say, Bitcoin. I mean, if you want to talk about pumps here, the last 4 hours, XMR is up 10%. You really want to talk about pumps, Dash is up goddamn 100% in 2 days. Not as impressive because it's below all-time high, but all-time high, Monero's ripping, dude. Go. Just go. Send it. What's up, Gundam? Whole market's trying. Yep, the whole market is desperately clawing. Trying to claw back some of it. Whoa. Oh, wait. Okay. Heads up, we've detected audio in your stream belonging to someone else. Maybe that's why we lost so many viewers. Your stream may be temporarily blocked or restricted. I mean, that's fine. But that might be it. Or it's because we're going on 2 hours and I'm like out of energy. We opened with a lot of energy. A lot of goodies, a lot of spice. I don't think the spice is over. Dash, gold is definitely looking for more all-time highs. Silver's looking for all-time highs. Stocks probably going to rebound here into the end of the week or next week. Monero setting its sights on 1,000, maybe ignoring the pullback altogether. Bitcoin heading into the 100 or towards the 100. USDTD falling, Bitcoin dominance rising. We have a spicy setup here for the next few days. I'm not going to be live Friday. Friday we're not going to be live, at least at the normal time. Tomorrow TBD. But as always, if things get really insane, I'll just cancel everything and we'll be live. That's how we do. Make sure you guys jump in the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. It's free. You'll get free VIP roles into our exclusive areas if you sign up using any of the links in the video description below or in Discord, like BYD Phi and FEMX, our exchange partners, links in the video description. As always, I'll keep you updated, guys. Make sure you're subscribed and tuned in, and we will be live again before you know it. Crown out.